Ni hao, and welcome back to Jade Empire. When we last left off, well, apparently Lucky wanted to talk to us. Hey, Crimson Kana.
Thawir nis tu kuiruk. Ayer fun. Soir irwu nisir tintina yewir.
Ah,
Wafun. Wo nisir wir uk noku nafifir. Patier.
a bit. Lucky Cho mentioned the guild. I don't know your thoughts on that.
Uxier watuafu niye froto usosawir. Uktatasir ni ryokir.
Oh. What can you tell me about the Serpent?
Kwawir uyu itarir noka sisayir na workur. Wo nisir wir uk nokathaku nafifir.
Mm-hmm. Talk about something
Ukir
else.
kawuir wo fonir ir karanos sakupono.
That it sounds like. Yeah, that's all I need to know.
Wo sawayir noka ukraproni apawafa sonsir tu wirwo.
Absolutely. But first, we've got to go and find Cho.
I always wanted to see the back rooms of this place. Frankly, I expected it to be seedier.
Understandable. Sweet Poison Lin? Ah. Whether or not you have any of my silver depends on what you have for sale.
You're not half bad for a man. You're in my good books as long as you have the silver to stay there. Sweet Poison Lin's my name, and I trade in rarities of a magical nature. I guarantee I have something you need.
And apparently you're also psychic, considering the first thing that didn't come out of your mouth. Show me what you have to sell.
Magical enhancements and knowledge. Have a look at my wares and see for yourself.
Oh, we can get 1,000 cut style for a heck of a price. Ooh, body 4. Yeah. Hi.
Aren't you a sight? I am Happy Endings, famed courtesan, and it is a pleasure to greet you.
Something about the wall?
Especially such a fine figure of a man. So many men are made soft by city life.
One word. Wow.
I would love to chat with you and learn more about you, but alas, I can't. I'm on exclusive retainer with the proprietor of this place, and he does get so jealous. Farewell, gorgeous.
Bye. Well. Yeah, let's boost that up. Get a little extra health there.
Before you face Kana, I'd like to present you with a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Oh? Who else is benefiting from this arrangement?
Fortunately for you, my employer, Kailan the Serpent, has a vested interest in your success against Kana.
I see.
This is Sweet Poison Lin, a master of the toxic in arts.
Oh.
Lin, allow me to introduce Tiger Lifts the Mountain.
Ni
Your
hao.
introductions are unnecessary, Cho. I know this one personally. I trust you'll consider this discussion private and potentially very beneficial.
Well, I wouldn't say personally. We just, you sold me a gem, that's all. Go ahead and tell me what you have to say.
Crimson Kana's rise to Brown's division champion has been good for business, but she has become troublesome of late.
Oh?
She believes that the Serpent runs the arena with little concern for honor, and she's right. The problem is that she cares.
Oh. What does this have to do with me?
The Serpent and I believe that Kana needs to be stopped, We want you to replace her as the bronze champion.
Well, I was wondering when you would come to the point.
It should be a simple matter to slip a slow-acting but extremely deadly poison into Kana's drink before the match.
I will not be party to her murder.
She will be dealt with regardless. Why not benefit from our actions and ensure that her removal is clean?
When Cho approached me regarding this matter, I felt that it might be in the best interests of the Greater Guild if I were involved.
I see.
If you accept, the guild will cover half of Lynn's usual fee. The remaining cost would be roughly half of your winnings from defeating Kana.
That is too much silver for something I could do on my own. I will not dishonor myself by resorting to poison.
If that is your choice, then so be it. You may deal with Kana on your own. I strongly advise you not to bring this up to anyone. I hope my point speaks for itself.
From what I've gathered, the bribes flowing from this place would make telling the officials useless. But what if we told Kana herself?
Mm-hmm.
Our business is concluded. It is time for you to leave.
Right. Hello, Kana.
Qua falliti, ir fallit kukupsa tatasi.
Ni hao. I should warn you, Lucky Cho is trying to eliminate you.
Sayer uyufuis patuye?
Lucky Cho offered me the services of a poisoner.
Uksayer kun ni kakno aku quawir fuisir aku fallita. Uksayer caritas fonir sisayer ir furk tatasier, ir karano sakupono.
Because I expect a reward from you, and a generous one at that. We have to watch each other's backs, so the guild will fix every fight. I consider you a worthy opponent. I want to make sure our match is honest.
Uksiyer watuafu ni froto usosawir, uktatasier ni ryoki.
Oh.
Wonawiri fuir tarir, noka sisayer na workur ktanti.
Oh, swordplay.
Laka wo nawir sawir sonsi noka uknapia. Narawir woifuir uk sunurk.
All right. That is a fine reward. I thank you.
Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawir.
Absolutely. Well, that's all I want to ask you for now. Well, you clearly dislike this place. Why don't you just leave?
Ukwiro ni sayer tatasier you. Wo nawir sier funi winyanakan.
I guess. Makes a certain kind of sense.
Wo sawayer noka ukrapro ni apawafa sonsier tuwirwo.
I see. Well, that's all I wanted to ask you for now.
Wo sayer pinir sokart ayawir.
Absolutely.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight.
I am.
What do you need?
Tell me about my next fight.
Until the guild stepped in, I was ready to give you an attempt at the bronze division for your last match. Now it's time. Are you ready to face Crimson Kana, the finest sword this august arena has seen in 5 generations?
Have you had a stroke, or are you just this bad? Whatever. Let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Victory and a pair of unique blades stands between Tiger Lifts the Mountain and the Bronze Division Championship.
Oh, you're not getting Mirabelle. We're gonna go sword to sword.
Stormlight!
Kana's winning streak has been broken at last.
Hmm?
I don't know if you've heard, but Kana has proclaimed that the first fighter who extriciates her from her championship will learn the secrets of her technique.
I've heard. Absolutely. Nothing else I need from you. I should ask you about some things.
What do you need?
Oh. Black Whirlwind has told me about his time here. What do you know about him?
Your large friend there was once a competitor here, so I know him in passing, you might say.
Ah.
This is his business, though. Why not ask him? I'm sure he'll tell you whatever he deems appropriate.
I'll deem a lot of things appropriate. Nothing else I need from you, Kui.
When you walk the streets and hear your name among the crowds, be sure that your ego does not swell like the body of 11 gaping maw, god of inopportune gluttony.
Right. Oh? I see. What will you do now? I see. Ah, advanced form. Nice. Oh? Yeah. Why wouldn't you exploit that opening? Ah. Well, thank you. Others have mentioned this. Should I be concerned? Alright. Absolutely. We get the Crimson Tears Double Sword ability. Well, fighting style. Weapon style, artifact weapon. Drains focus, plus 25% damage over basic double saber style. Inscription of this, inscription on these unique sabers written in a long-forgotten dialect. The writing deciphered by scholar Xiao Shen of many years ago read, "The innocent are cut down with the guilty. The brave die beside the craven. The blades do not weep for the dead. Rumor has it the Crimson Tears have ended more lives than the Great Drought itself. Despite centuries of use, these sabers are still as sharp and deadly as the day they were forged." I might level that up, but I mean, I'm already maxed out on longsword, and I guess first I'd have to complete Mirabelle and Leaping Tiger, and then finish up Dire Flame before I think about pumping points into Crimson Tears. Let's see. Yeah, we should have enough time for another match. Although now that we are bronze champion...
I watched your last match.
That
was quite the fight out there. The champion of the bronze division, no less. You're doing very well for someone so new to this place.
Thank you.
If you haven't talked to Connie yet, do so. She swore to teach her style to the first person to defeat her.
She has. That's all I need for you.
You are. Take care.
Yep. You are up
Looks
next.
like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad.
Yep.
If you think defeating Kana impresses me, you're wrong.
Ah.
She was too wrapped up in honor and duty to do well anywhere but in schools in this arena. Unbending values like hers come from having your sword rammed too far up your nether regions.
Uh-huh.
If you can't bend without cutting yourself on morality, you're no good in a real fight.
I see. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later.
Good. Go bother someone else.
And Sungbu?
If you want to talk, Brother Bo is better at it than I am.
Oh. Sung Sui?
If you must pester one of us, then make it my brother, Sung Bo.
Oh, okay. Sung Bo?
Look who stands before us, brothers.
Ni hao.
The newest champion of the Bronze Division. We shall have to keep an eye on you. Very few climb so far, so quickly.
I suppose so. What can you guys tell me about the guild?
We can tell you to be careful whom you ask about such things. Secrets kept in the open are the most sensitive.
I guess that makes some sense. Yeah, who is Kylon?
The serpent who dwells in the shadows of this place. Like an air spirit, he is everywhere and yet invisible to the eye.
I see.
Brother Sui puts it well. Kylon the Serpent is the guild's will in this place, powerful enough that only the brave or foolish discuss him at any length.
I guess that's all I really need to know, because you guys will probably say
We
about
shall
the
see
same
you
thing.
around. Of that you can be sure.
Thank you. Yeah, let's go for one fight.
The Bronze Division champion approaches. I hope you're ready for the challenge awaiting you in the Silver Division.
Absolutely.
Remember, Soldier's the champion at this level. He'll be watching you.
I bet.
Dogs nipping at my heels aren't worthy of watching.
Okay.
What do you need?
Well, tell me about my next fight, then.
Now that you are champion of the Bronze Division, the Silver Division awaits. It seems that, indirectly, this Serpent has decided to keep your career interesting.
Oh?
A demon has been added to the regular roster since your earlier victory. And since you've shown aptitude, I'm letting you face him first.
Alright.
This is indeed an honor, though it will not be easy. Are you ready to defeat this horror?
I guess so. Yes, let us begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Remember to save often. Yeah.
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Hi.
Mirabelle.
Alright, now you gotta come to me. Well, if you're gonna send a demon, I'm gonna be a demon buster.
Falls. We shall have to add a new division for you alone if this keeps up.
I like the sound of that.
Kylon the Serpent wishes to speak with you personally. This is a rare honor. Do try to be polite.
Alrighty.
You have already been granted access to the back room of the arena, and the Serpent's private chamber is just off of it. You may as well go now and see what he wants.
Alright then.
Oh, and one other thing. The Serpent has requested that you visitate him alone. I know you usually have a friend with you, but they'll have to remain behind for this meeting.
Alright. So, sorry about that, Sky.
We should have told you that Kylon will only see you alone. Are you ready to go in now?
Yes, I'll go in alone.
Be wary. Kylon could either be a strong ally or your worst enemy. If anything goes wrong, I'll be waiting with the others. They're not far off.
Thank you.
It is vital that we talk a moment.
Oh?
You handled yourself well against the demonic servitor. It was a rewarding experience for us both, I'm sure. Take this as my thanks.
This is the bad music.
You are a young man, but I know you have the wisdom to see that my friendship has advantages.
Uh-huh.
You may find that certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the near future.
Maybe. If you're proposing I cheat or throw fights, I do refuse.
Cheat is such a pedestrian term. I prefer to think of myself as a creative engineer.
Uh-huh.
Like the fountains that channel water throughout the land, I spread entertainment to the people.
So this is more
right now is an interesting
professional
time for an
wrestling than
organization known as
anything.
the Guild. I've no doubt that Kui has told you about us, if you didn't already know.
A bit.
Our organization is involved in many different activities, most of which operate below the view of the authorities of this great empire.
Uh-huh. Are you suggesting that I join you?
I am suggesting that we align our goals for a time, an arrangement that could benefit us both.
Uh-huh.
The Guild, you see, has recently developed a vacancy in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been killed, and with his death, a new leader must be chosen.
Oh.
I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people to back me.
You realize that I'm the one who eliminated Gao the Greater.
Did you? An interesting claim. And one I'm not sure I believe. You don't match the description we have of the killer. But then...
And sorry about that.
If you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor. Consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassins a repayment for that debt in full. There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here and that he left the arena. But do you know why?
No, not yet. I expect Lau killed someone he shouldn't have. That seems to be his style.
How perceptive of you. Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena?
Oh.
Public displays of rage and drunkenness, uttered threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges of defecating in public.
That sounds like him. Nothing I don't already know. I guess I can accept him the way he is.
If you trust him, you are a fool. The Black Whirlwind is an impressive fighter, but he is better avoided than confronted. We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion.
His brother?
You could reach that point yourself, you know. Indeed, that's a distinct possibility. To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I will work together closely.
Well, tell me your offer before I decide anything.
A wise position to take in any negotiation. I can respect that. You see... What is that noise?
Hey, you can't...
Damn you, Serpent! I'll kill you where you stand!
I won't stop him.
No, you won't, Whirlwind. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again. Perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important.
Okay, I guess this is going in overtime.
Look, you can't trust Kyla. I know he was probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Kylon the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
Oh?
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off the Serpent's tail!
Storm Dragon! Longsword, Mirabelle! Leaping Tiger! Storm Dragon! Storm Dragon! Mirabelle!
There we go.
Mirabelle! Storm Dragon! Longsword!
He fought like a monster for a little guy.
Yeah, pretty strong. Everyone's little to you. You alright?
Better than I've been in a while. All this best behavior when you're in the city business was wearing on my nerves.
Yeah.
Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kylon's thugs, you know. Not at all.
Mm-hmm. That's not surprising. All the fighting is all you do.
That's unfair. These axes don't sharpen themselves, you know.
Right.
Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then my brother came to the city and decided he'd join the arena too.
Mm-hmm.
The arena was about the same as it is now. Kui and Kylon were there and Lucky Cho too. But he was just a runt back then.
Ah. Is your brother still fighting?
My brother became the arena champion. The Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. I should know. I'm the one who killed him.
Uh-oh. Why'd you kill him?
Raging Ox was one of Kylon's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kylon approached me first. When I turned him down, he went to my brother instead.
I see.
When Ox joined up with Kylon, I stopped getting good matches. Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion, and doing a little work for the guild on the side.
Uh-oh. Why didn't you stop him?
He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kylon, he stopped talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Soon Ox became Kylon's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena champion was a common thug.
I see.
One night I followed Ox back to Kylon's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how dangerous Kylon was. Convince him to leave.
That didn't go well, did it?
But Kylon was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Ox was dead, and my axe was covered in his blood.
I see. What happened then?
Kylon just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned.
Understandable.
After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank myself into a stupor that lasted for half a year.
Oh. Kylon truly is a serpent.
You do what you have to in the arena. Just don't fool yourself about working with a serpent.
Understandable.
Lucky Cho's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kylon's face if you become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill him.
Obviously.
Come on, let's go.
Receive the strong arm. And with that, we're going to call this a video. When we come back, more Jade Empire. Hopefully in smaller videos. Have a good one, folks.